Today I'm here with Fredrik Østbye. You work at a company called Spoon. Can you tell me a little about Spoon and who you are?
Yeah, Spoon is actually the biggest content marketing agency in the Nordics.
Okay.
So we are 150 employees in Norway, Finland and Sweden, and we're owned by Bonnier. So we're quite a large content marketing agency, and I'm the agency director here in Norway. So
cool. Content marketing agency, what do you put in that?
Well, I think that our culture in our agency is much more from the journalistic point of view. I come from ad agencies, and I'm used to creatives like art directors and copywriters, which are much more commercial thinking. And our people is actual journalists that are thinking from a journalistic point of view. So it's a quite different environment than an ad agency, really.
Yeah. We had a little chat before we started, and you were because you saw my last talk with Christian from SMFB, and you said you guys agreed on some points, but you were different in others.
Exactly.
Can you elaborate, please?
The thing is that performance marketing consultants think from another point of view than we do. And he said a couple of things that I really liked, that the people are the most important, that you have to do an analysis of the target group and so on, and that is important. But for us, it's not so important to sell hard to our clients. Yeah. It's much more important to find out what they really love and what makes them love our brand, and how we can do that more. And performance marketing is more about selling here and now, and sometimes that is quite high cost in how the client is viewing the brand.
Yeah. But your goal is to like create something that will generate sales as a result on a longer term.
Exactly, and we talked about the electronic business here in Norway, that we have a lot of different companies that are focused on price and focused on selling here and now. But almost no one is focusing on what does the client really want to learn. When I'm buying new headsets, what am I thinking of when I'm doing that? And the price is one of those things, but I think that the consumers are much more engaged in information now, when we can see how the consumers are talking with each other and sharing different point of views on the products, and to be in that conversation is important. Yeah. If you're in that conversation and you're selling hard, you're probably going to be irrelevant in the long run. But
isn't there a way, like the best thing, what I think, is to find a balance between selling and then creating content that engages. It's quite a cliche to put it like that, but kind of what I think is creating content to make people like you or like your brand or educate them, and then slowly drag them down the sales funnel. How would you go about to do that without being too intrusive, as you were saying?
Here's the funny thing. When we say that, oh, that guy, he's a good salesperson, usually that's not a good salesperson. That's usually a person who is very hard and very hard sell. Yeah. And that's classic what we combine thinking with sales. Yeah. But when you think about the brands or the companies that you love, it's usually someone there who's selling, but they're not really selling. Yeah. They're doing it in a way that you love, and that's why you keep coming back. Yeah. And by the way, I love Fan Booster. I always loved Fan Booster.
Thank you.
And that's because of the people here. It's because of Eggums, and I call them the Eggums. Yeah. and the way that they treated me when they started up their company, I always got good, relevant help, but they almost never called me. I was always calling them because I needed them, because I needed their thinking about my day, the things that I've been working with. They were always first when I was thinking about this kind of technology. And you're a good example on exactly that. If they were calling me every day and say, hey, you have to try out this, I would probably be like, calm down. But you guys, you want your audience to learn about your technology, and that's why I'm here, and that's why you have good clients.
Awesome. A lot of brands that probably end up watching this have heard the term content marketing. They've been hearing it for quite some time now. You should do it, you should get started. But if someone comes to you and like asks you, I want to get started with content marketing, what is it and where do you start?
The first thing we do is to analyze the target group, and we use a lot of time and energy on exactly that point.
Yeah.
The first thing that we do is to analyze the target group, and we want to find out what they really love. And often that is quite surprising what they love.
Yeah.
At most of the cases, the clients have their idea of what the target group loves.
Yeah.
And we're saying, yeah, we understand, but let's just check.
Yeah.
Because when you check, you find out, hey, they didn't bother about that at all.
No.
But they really love this kind of stuff that you didn't think about.
Yeah.
And then we create content around that. And a part of that analyzing is also, where do they like to consume that kind of content?
Yeah.
So which channel and what kind of content. The most important thing is to learn and love to learn what the target groups love to learn about.
So look at the people before you choose the technology.
Yeah, and I was in ad agencies before, and to be honest, we weren't thorough enough in that phase. It was like, the target group is men, 20 years to 50 years, living approximately there. Let's go.
Yeah.
Start producing. And that's the biggest difference between an ad agency and a content marketing agency, is that we use a lot of time with the target group in different kind of ways, and trying to figure out what they really love and how we can help them to cherish that love more.
So to sum up, find out what your target group likes, learn to love, and create content around what people likes or loves.
That's correct. And when you have big data, you have to treat it with big love.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for coming by.
You're welcome.